But in Republic City, exactly. Which, unfortunately, due to budget, is, like, empty.
Well, fuck. I come on, it's
people in the streets is the last
man.
thing you add.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, even Limbo in Dante's Quest has, like, little shadow people slipping and sliding around, but not really.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was gonna say...
Empty streets is the mark of a fucking character action game as well,
it's
sadly.
so true. And, like, in Forza, where they just took pictures of their guys, remember? Remember in Forza 5? Yeah, if you look at the crowds in Forza 5, it's just the guys from their office posed,
man.
And it looks terrible.
God damn it. Ugh.
Glad that guy's stuck against the wall.
Like even, like Ninja Gaiden, you're just running around these empty mountainsides by yourself.
Yeah.
Like,
well, even when you're in the cities in Ninja Gaiden, like, it's on lockdown, so there's no enemies around. So there's areas you can kind of platform up to in this game, and they do some stuff with that. Like, see, there's a chest up there, but you can kind of cheat it sometimes and just break them from where.
And everything tracks to you. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite friendly, and it's fun that they can put enemies off in the distance like that because you have a strong projectile.
Yeah, and
which is not something you have in Devil May Cry or Bayonetta. You have just the weak guns.
And you get a little bit of an auto track on it there too. I'm seeing.
Yeah, well, that's with the lock on. Oh shit!
No, well, even without the lock on, it was tracking.
Oh yeah, without the lock on, it does a little bit, but not perfectly or anything. It kind of does differentiate it a little bit, as far as they possibly could within the constraints of whatever budget this game had.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this barrier's taking a long time.
Yeah.
It is a water-bending barrier. I would be bouncing back off of it. Let me charge my chi so I can do more damage. There we go.
I'm gonna resist the urge to ask too many questions about Korra because obviously it's like just watch the fucking show.
Just watch the fucking show.
Yeah,
exactly. You'll answer everything immediately by doing that. So
double jump seems like it would be
yeah. There's no double jump in this game.
Especially with the, like, bumping air off or bumping water off to bounce off of it.
When you have airbending, you can hold the jump button to float through the air, and that kind of gets you half of what you need. But no, there's no double jump ever, which is kind of a shame, actually. There's some other mobility stuff you get. Like, when you get a bending power, in the store you can purchase a mobility power for each one that you use by double tapping the roll button.
Okay.
And for water and earth, it's an attack, actually, and it's not a mobility option. But for fire, it's a boost, like when Kirby has flame, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
And for water, she zips around on the ball like Aang would, On the ball of air? Okay, well, he does that.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, he goes around on a little ball of air.
Getting beat down by, like, wet fists must suck.
I know.
Because, like, you're all sloppy and gushy afterwards.
Maximum insult to injury.
And in pain,
You actually have to clean yourself.
Like, I'd rather be, like, crispy burnt a little bit. Or, like,
would you
wind
really?
cut or dirty with earth. Than just, like, all moist and fucking wet.
But I mean, like, would you actually, like, are you sure?
Yeah.
It seems like water is getting off relatively easy.
You are getting off easy, but it's getting off a little. It's like, I don't want to be wet right now.
No, nobody does.
Nobody wants to be wet.
So I don't know if you caught that tutorial earlier, but these red guys, see, they have the gauntlet on. So some of their attacks use electricity and cannot be parried at all. Because electricity is not really a form of bending. It's technology,
It's just
right?
electricity, yeah.
That was actually a cool, like, element they added to Korra that I'm quite fond of. See, there, can't do anything about that. You get out of the way.
Well, how come there's no electric benders in the plot?
Because it's not one of the 4 elements.
Okay.
It's
simple enough.
Yeah, exactly. It's technology, that's the restrictions. And that's why they use it. And I actually think that's a really clever way of, like, giving some power and ability to the Equalists and the chi blockers and stuff. By giving them a power that even the Avatar can't touch.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Pure difference. I think, though, like, if you, like, just, like, scientifically, if you had to categorize it, it's pretty much fire. You know, like I mean, like maybe you can make it work. It's pretty much a form of fire, in the sense that, like, and there's games that make distinctions between, like, water and ice.
Yeah, but it's the same. Like,
it's like, well, yeah,
it's pretty much the same thing, guy. No, definitely.
Oh shit, that's a tricky spot.
Yeah, definitely. They do some of that, like, platforming. Oh, we're gonna spawn a couple enemies in front of you. Figure it out now, and they do it above pits in the future.
Okay, now, based on the fact that we've seen 6 enemy types so far,
have we seen 6? Are you sure? Not 4?
We've seen...
green, blue, red, and then on bikes, I think, is what we've seen so
But
far.
then I'm also counting the benders.
Oh, sorry. I can't believe I completely forgot the benders. So, yeah, 7 enemy types, plus those spirit... Man, I'm too weak to break these.
Yeah.
When you get powerful, you can break them really, really quickly.
I wasn't counting the... Ooh, camera. I was not counting the guys on the bikes because they
camera.
just jump off and become normal guys. But you're right, they start out
they're
different.
a variety, yeah.
Yeah, so we've seen 7 different types. Like, I hope that's not half the game's enemies.
That's probably almost half the game.
Oh, no!
Exactly. But we're also almost halfway through the game.
You're lying! You're just lying!
I'm not lying to you, Wooly. That is actually the case, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
But there are still like 2-3 boss enemy varieties to introduce.
Oh,
you know,
man.
there's still stuff. So
no challenge modes to pad it out.
There's the pro bending.
And that's it, eh?
The pro bending, like I spoke with a certain friend of ours who's into platinum games, and we both beat it all the way. And it's really fun for 14 out of the 15 pro bending matches, and the last one is
just
a
bullshit.
nightmare. It is like there is such a luck element to it.
Is it like you're alone and you're on the last platform?
No, because it's a full match, like against another team. So you have your whole team with you. You have Mako and Bolin, but like,
why are they such jobbers?
Mako and Bolin?
Yeah,
they do a lot of significant stuff. Actually, they're not the avatar.
In the intro to this game, I mean.
Yeah, in the intro,
they just fucking eat it hard.
Yeah.
Oh, careful!
Oh shit!
Be careful!
Yeah. The difficulty is like a bit higher than I think people expected, actually. So like I have died in this game. No shame.
No, I believe it, man. You like when you get hit, you take damage.
Yeah, Korra's very fragile. See, I just got a new move. So
can people who are not the avatar deflect bending attacks?
I don't know how canon. I don't remember how canon it is, but in this game, yes. But again, I don't remember how canon it actually is.
Tune in for another episode of Wooly Asks Questions you can solve by watching the fucking show.
I know, eh? I wish I remembered, though, because that's actually a really good question.
Because I'm just wondering if she's special or if anyone could be like, yo, bam, get out of here,
deflect
fire.
That shit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they can, because I vaguely remember in the pro bending that being a thing that happens during the matches. Fuck.
Ooh, that's cool.
It's a really cool move.
I like that. Always a big fan of stomp the earth to make the earth
come out. Yeah.
Or like a Gamma Crush kind of, not Gamma Crush, Gamma Quake type of.
Yeah,
move.
Gamma Quake's the coolest.
I just stomp the ground,
pull up the
it
entire
up.
Street.
That's fucking dope.
Oh shit, that missed. now, in all fairness, that happens in Revengeance sometimes too. You know,
sure.
where like you just miss your finisher, but it always sucks.
Certainly. Would you ever have a good reason to want to dodge offset, though? Is the last string any stronger than
like
the others? Because the whole point of dodge offsetting in Bayo is that
for your long strings, yeah.
And the last hit is fucking great.
I mean, you see, like on like fire bending and air bending, there's definitely some longer strings that are still optimal. So I would say yes, there's room for it.
There's better hits at the end.
Definitely not a required technique. Yeah, the last hit for airbending is like a big Tatsu with like a big hurricane, and it's really strong. So you would definitely want to make sure you get that one in. But like for earthbending and waterbending, not so much.
Kind of whatever.
I love that projectile speed. That's like platinum projectile.
Yeah,
speed.
no, you see the charge and then it's there.
And then it's like in front of you. And if you're not adjusted to that, you will take the hit.
Yeah. It's like, pay attention to the startup.
And that's what counts, yeah.
Everything else is just fucking, no, eat it.
So, in this area, when you're replaying, the best way to do this, as far as I'm concerned, is to go under the platforms and use your DP to hit them through the platform.
What?
Yeah, like, to not just get mobbed by projectiles. Oh, because you're just
surrounded. Okay.
Exactly. And on extreme mode, they go nuts. They're, like, absolutely crazy with firing projectiles at you constantly.
Okay, so then this game clearly doesn't, like, stop them from attacking you when they're not on screen. If they set up a segment like this...
No, definitely. See, like, you see the ones behind me are just not attacking. Sometimes it'll happen when you whip the camera about that they'll get a shot in, and it'll be a pain in the neck. Also, he threw gas. The gas is really annoying, because it's not like an area, it just covers everything.
Oh, you can't run out of it.
You can't run out of it, exactly.
Oh, shit.
So it actually kind of sucks in that sense, but yeah.
The screen filter.
Yeah. Pro speedrunning tip, if you have airbending, you can just float over there. Ah! Yeah, I don't know. It's nothing. I was just playing through and I noticed that.
Any bugs that you caught?
I got like an infinite fall, but since you can do your attacks in the air, I was able to just attack my way out of it. So, but no bugs actually. And actually, this is something that like I wanted to mention, but like nobody but you will really get. Like Matt would get it, but evidently he's not here. This game, for such a small game, when you look at the amount of QA testers in the credits, it's really satisfying.
There you go.
Because they had a big Activision QA team on this, and like it was like 16 people or something for an 8-mission game.
Well, that's something that, again, people are not really aware of, but like the budget will show in the lack of bugs in a game.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and like you don't really naturally associate those two together because you just go, oh, look at this shitty bug, oh, what the fuck are they doing? But when you don't have any, to remember that, like, hey, this didn't have much...
Exactly.
That was a solid, like, testing plan that they put together.
For sure, and I mean, that's something Activision can provide. They have a hell of an internal testing division, so...
Yeah. Not to mention, like, fucking... like, if it was anything like the places we worked, you know everybody and their fucking mom was like, wait, what? There's a Korra Platinum game?
Yeah, exactly.
Put me on that team. I want to test that shit.
Work on that. Like
OT 3 days, 4 days, 5 days a week.
You know, it seems like an illusion that people don't know what's going on when they're in game companies. Because, like, everyone says, all the people working at this company don't know what a good game is. No, 90% of the people at that company know what a very good game is. It's 10%. And unfortunately, that 10% is sometimes very influential.
I'll never forget the story that, you know, we bring up all the time of, Shmup God Pat, the other Pat, our friend. Pat, yeah, it's like telling us about...
He's the one I was talking about
some
with
of, well, exactly. Like, telling us about some of the adventures of, you know...
being a shmup god.
Being a shmup god and talking to people in the industry and whatnot.
Yeah, you get some like
really funny stories, you know, or like that fucking dude that it's like, hey man, what is this game you're playing? Oh, Vanquish. Not that great. I'm not impressed.
Not that interesting.
Yeah,
and then like
looks kind of shit. What is this weird Japanese garbage?
Yeah.
And then like later you see the guy sneaking a peek on his own,
playing it on his own. Yeah, and you're like, fuck you, you asshole. So here's a boss right here. I believe these are built by like Future Industries or whatever it's called, which is one of the main characters.
You mean by Rapture?
By yeah, I know. So there's a character called Asami, and she doesn't have bending powers. So her weapon is one of the electric gauntlets, which her dad's company builds, and they build all the like big technology stuff. So.
But it's just fucking a big daddy.
I know.
Is an avatar not entitled to the sweat of its brow?
So right here, I have to wait for the fucking thing to pop up before I can actually do this. But basically what I have to do is parry it 4 times. Starting from now,
when
even
you
though
rush
I've already done it
twice.
Exactly.
You can't hurt him any other time.
You know, you can hurt him, but like I need to finish this. I suspect that if I didn't finish this, it would like game over me and make me redo it.
Okay.
So... Although I am doing a good bit of damage to him anyway, so it'll be... Whoa.
So, like, Chicky Poo there can just teleport wherever she wants to type of thing?
She's like... Yeah, I don't know what happened in Season 2 that made her into a spirit, but...
Okay.
She's a spirit now, so I guess she can do whatever she wants.
Healing items around. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay,
and like, you definitely need them on the first run, because Korra's fragile, and you don't... and you don't have all your powers, so you're really limited. Like, right now, I'm already feeling it, just not having all the water powers is really restrictive.
Well, how often do you find yourself, like switching between styles mid-combat?
At the end of the game, a lot.
Constantly?
Yeah,
okay.
Like, there's good uses for each of them.
In that case, it should have been on the fucking D-pad, and items should have been on the triggers.
It honestly works just fine. Like,
really?
I didn't find it being a problem.
Because when you want to go from one to the other, you have to cycle through a middle one sometimes. Then
yeah, definitely. Yeah. But I mean, like, it's lenient enough that you can totally.
I really enjoyed Dante's D-pad switching, and I'd love to see that in place.
Right.
Especially because there's 4. It's the exact amount.
Exactly what you would want.
Yeah.
So Earthbending, like I said, is really strong, but I still don't even have the chi gauge for it, so I am a bit limited, even though it's strong. I might just use water, actually. Really, the big damage you do comes from parrying this guy, so if you...
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the life bar. I wasn't really paying attention before, but, like, yeah, it seems
that's
nothing else is hurting him.
Bam.
Ooh, there you go.
And there's 2 different parries on him, and that one stuns him a little bit. But again,
there's back a fucking tank. Oh, you could just stand in front of him and trigger one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. As long as he doesn't do the electric attack. Oh, look, he's getting red. What does that mean? Calling enemies.
Oh.
It's not too bad, though.
Is that a universal bit? Ads. They turn red and then the ads show up?
Not all bosses, but some bosses, yeah.
Nah.
When he's red, though, he definitely does get a slightly different set of patterns. Like, he does more punches, kind of. And when he goes down for the electric attack, he does more electric attacks.
Okay. Hey, don't put ads in your first boss, I'd say.
No, don't. I agree. This is not a great situation. I'm not,
a little bit more,
I'm not comfortable with this.
No health left, so just do it. Just fucking do it. Are you gonna blow up that car? You try to get to that car?
I'm trying to just see if there's health in anything. There isn't, so let's hope I don't fuck it up then.
Up.
I know, eh?
Come on.
It's tricky, okay? It actually is legit tricky.
Well, like, this should be it, or one more after this.
Yeah, so hopefully. There we go. And you still got, like, platinum finishers. Not quite as, like, hugely explosive as you would get in other games,
well,
but
there's no fucking demon hair eating him and ripping his limbs off.
What I will say, though, is you get a different one for each element. For whichever element you have equipped.
Nice.
And the fire ones look really good. Like, spin kick, like Chun-Li kicking them up into the air, you know?
Okay.
So I'm just going to charge my chi, so I'm ready for the next little patch of enemies right here.
So this is... It's got some range too, actually.
When your chi's charged up, because I just got the first chi meter for it, you definitely have some range for it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this breaks soon and it's not like the last one where it's like, fuck it. There we go. There's a little Appadal. Most of the characters in the show and stuff are relegated to like verbal or visual references. Like she just mentioned Asami, who was the girl I was talking about earlier.
Earthbending can include anything you're standing on, type of thing? Can you bend wood?
Oh, well, I mean, for the purposes of this game, I bend Earth, but in the universe, it has to be Earth, exactly.
It has to be actual,
Although
ground.
a certain extremely powerful Earthbender has figured out how to do metal bending with it.
Oh shit! Okay.
So if you watch the show, you might.
Well, that's a part of metal's a part of Earth. That makes sense.
Exactly, but initially it wasn't something people could do until she figured out how to do it.
Okay.
And even then, I can't remember if that became like even remotely widespread. I'm pretty sure. Just the police use it, and the police in the Korra universe use wires, like metal wires.
Okay.
Isn't that awesome? As a tool to stop people.
They bend the wires.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, cool.
It's really cool.
Nice. That's smart.
Because
I'm seeing like the kind of concrete type earth popping up texture here.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just wondering if like you can do like way more than that.
No, in this game it's restricted to earth and rocks. Up there's a whole other area where you can get another chest, but I'm gonna leave it out because it's a pain if you don't have more advanced movement types.
There's no shortage of chi blockers and triads on this side of the city.
Triads are
the gangsters we saw who had the bending. Damn, I fucking recovered from that.
Yeah, you did.
I guess I fell a little bit too low, but whatever.
She has a little bit of a ledge grab.
The ledge flip thing. Yeah, like Raiden and Bayo have. Bayo has it, right? I'm not crazy.
No, I've never seen it.
Okay, I guess I'm crazy.
Ooh,
yeah.
I like that.
The earthbending's really good early on.
Big old wushu kick.
No, it's sick.
That's awesome. That's fucking dope.
I definitely say that for like the next little bit, I mostly retire the waterbending except for projectiles, because that's like its number one use. Obviously, is projectile stuff, but for melee combat, the earthbending just does like way more damage. So it's not a hard call as far as I'm concerned. That said, if you don't charge up the chi, you get way less out of it. Like you need to charge the chi, or you get very little out of your attacks.
Well, just like I have big slow hits.
Yeah, exactly. And without the chi, like I'll let it run out. You get like these little hits with like more restricted range, and you do way less damage. It's mostly the hitbox reduction that I don't want.
That specific kick, like that, it just reminds me because my old roommate did a lot of wushu, And, like, you know, we talk about stuff like that where it does no damage whatsoever in real life.
A completely worthless technique.
It's useless, but it looks stylish.
You gotta put it in every movie ever made.
And that's the point of wushu, is just being flashy. Good? Yeah.
Is that an insult to wushu?
No, that's what it is. Wushu as a martial art it's aesthetic.
Right.
It's totally about showing off and being cool, doing katas and forms.
So, I just want to mention, this is the first blocker where some people have a hard time progressing. These enemies, because they're tougher than
a level
the last.
above.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, you've got some healing items around you.
Yeah, so hopefully I can make the most of that.
Oh.
But they are tougher, so...
I like their facial expressions there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, they got that much in there.
Their lips don't move when they talk, but
whatever.
Whatever.
Even though there's a restricted amount of enemies, like, they certainly animated them well, you know? Like Platinum wouldn't be one to skimp, I don't think.
No, that just feels bad. If the thing you're fighting doesn't feel like you're hitting anything.
It's not animating correctly and stuff.
Yeah, that's a terrible, like...
It's not a good feel.
Oh shit, you want to heal.
I know, it's a bad situation. They do a lot of damage.
If you lose that, like, what happens?
You take a hit. That's all.
A single hit. Okay.
Yeah, usually it's a single hit. I don't.
And right now you will die.
Right now I should die. There's a level up. Bam.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
It filled my health too, so that's actually really practical right there. Let's hope I can actually parry some of this shit. I haven't been successful at all with parrying the vendor stuff. Yeah, and like
can you parry that like flurry of ice?
I think you can, but I don't mark me for that because I haven't actually tried. Because I always just get in his face because he has projectile attacks because he's a waterbender. So I don't want to give him that space, right?
Okay.
Seeing as I, the Avatar, can use all 4 elements, I shouldn't have to stoop to that level.
For sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Despite, like, well, whatever.
You see that? You passed it back and forth?
Oh, he
reflected it back a second time.
Okay, I wasn't too sure.
In the pro bending matches, like
that
later
happens.
on, you can get to like 10 reflections.
Oh, fucking Ganon battles.
Really fun stuff. So
nice.
You parried my attack there. I really like the enemies parrying. It's kind of a fun mechanic.
That is satisfying.
Yeah.
That is cool. But you can re-parry their parry.
Yes, exactly. Just rebut everything.
Nice.
And there we go.
Post.
There's your end. Yeah, the riposte.
You look at the medals and like you know you want to hear the little da-da-da.
I can't remember if you get it on the platinum medal because I got a couple platinum.
Does
earlier.
It say pure platinum?
It doesn't. I mean, there's no words, but you get it's got the pink sparkle on it.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, it does.
I
got a few earlier, but it's actually kind of tricky to get them without having all your powers. This game doesn't factor the damage you take into the
It's just speed and damage.
It's speed and combo.
Okay.
So yeah, it's definitely trickier without having the combo ability. You know, because I can take damage, but you know, I like the song actually. So a lot of the music in this game is inspired by music from the show, and so it's very like
it sounds
like it, and it was all. Like they used the show's stuff as reference material.
Okay, so the water was a shield for getting hit.
The water is a shield. You can take a hit.
And the earth is a double jump.
Yeah, okay. Exactly. Effectively.
Huh. Okay. You don't have to switch to earth to do it.
Oh no, you can do them all at any time. Or I just slid through X. I'm an idiot.
They're just showing up on the HUD to let you know that they're there.
Yeah, and they have little cooldowns too, which is why they turn black and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, you can't run into big objects. Big objects actually screw you over. When you get firebending, though, you can blast through any of them. So big objects take 2 hits, little objects take 1 hit. And it's kind of nice to have that freedom. And it kind of sucks to not have that freedom.
Whoa, okay.
They definitely layer the stuff enough, you know, like... And see, if I had airbending, I could jump over there and
it's
get
like a float?
It makes you jump, like, ridiculously high. So high that I would venture that it's kind of useless in most areas. It's really only good for those spots.
Okay.
You can use it a little bit during the later thing with Naga for some practical use. Because there's a later thing with Naga that I'm not going to spoil. Fuck. I'm good. It starts speeding up too, in case you didn't notice, and it actually gets pretty intense, like, the longer you go.
Still a faster game than Sonic. Oh.
You know what? It's faster than some of them. And, like, I love Colors and Generations, but, like, it doesn't make up for the disappointments of all the other games. It sucks.
Could have learned a thing or two from this one.
Korra. Could have learned a thing or two from the future. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct.
Okay, well,
Sega.
I'm glad you have such a grasp on how time works.
No!
Fuck. Yeah.
This isn't over yet.
They are tricky. Like, they're I don't want to say they're rote memorization, because if your reactions are good enough, you'll get it, but clearly I'm not good enough.
Well, and you take one hit and it's over.
Yeah, so... I'm not fond of that. On the little cars and stuff, you can take 3 hits, but on the big objects, it's 1 hit and you're done. And I don't like that one bit. It's like, what's the point of having health if you've got, like, so many instant kill items?
Yeah. Well, fortunately, this is probably the last one of these in the game, if not one more.
There's
2 more?
One more.
One more,
I think there's one more.
I'm like,
but the other one's significantly funner, because it changes the environment.
Okay, because I was just thinking, like, yeah, there can't be more than 4.
I think there's 4. I think there's exactly 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Naga sections, to get a platinum, you basically just have to not...
Just don't touch anything, collect everything, and then...
You don't even have to collect everything. Just be careful. The game's lenient
Did
enough.
it just say shit? It's right there?
No, it did not.
What did she say?
I didn't catch what she said, but definitely not that. Like, how would the Nickelodeon...
I know, but it's,
you know?
it's what I heard.
No, it did not say that.
They can slip through the cracks, it's fine.
Whoops, she accidentally swore, and the ESRB didn't catch that. In our first,
Kids these days are swearing, that's fine.
It's normal.
What crap fart. Hell damn hell. Fart.
I'm bummed that, like, not enough people are gonna get that. It's such a... For you and I...
Sure.
We all get that, but, like, that's such a joke that everyone should know. I don't know why. Simpsons should be more well known.
Did you see that, like, in, like, whatever, I think it was last week's episode or something, they had a little moment at the end where a bunch of different animated versions showed up?
That was actually really cool, yeah.
You have, like, Archer versions of The Simpsons, South Park, and then, like, Adventure Time versions.
I love the, like, generic anime one where they just, like,
take
all sorts of stuff. Like, there's Naruto, and, like, I don't know what Marge's hair was, but it's probably a specific thing.
I think Trunks' sword was on Bart's back.
Oh, I believe
type of thing, like... Yeah, they just threw it all in.
Because why not? It was really cool, though.
And sadly, that's what The Simpsons is these days. It's like
references and quick, cheap jokes.
But like it's like YouTube video that you watch to see what you missed when they did a thing with a budget.
So true. That's
because you're not gonna sit and watch the entire fucking episode. Because who the fuck would?
Do you remember that time at Con Bravo where me and Matt sat and watched an entire episode?
Oh,
and like
I was gone.
Yeah, you were. I was drinking and making JonTron late.
That's correct. We were out sabotaging JonTron's panel.
Which actually happened. Yeah, we watched an episode and there was one like really good joke, and the rest of it was like just
waste of everybody's time
and budget. Yes, it was a waste of budget. Actually, it probably wasn't. They probably made decent money off of it.
No, of course they did.
It sucks.
And that's why it's still on the air. And the voice actors that do it, like, they make so much money that you'd never stop.
I was gonna ask, do they? But like, that's a dumb question.
Yeah, like
of course they do.
I heard that everyone on the cast makes minimum $180K per episode.
What? Matt pays me way less than that.
Like, it's something crazy like that, where like the main players. You know,
just get a ton.
The main players all make like a minimum that much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
What about the French ones that we know so well?
Oh god, French Marge
voice in French.
Mais non, Bart. I don't know his name. And Homer is Homer. Oh, qu'est-ce qui se passe ici?
They're so weak, but they're so well known to us. So I have to wait for this guy to progress. I can attack him in the meanwhile, but it does nothing.
Exposition.
Do the finisher from full screen, because why not? I like how she says, hope you can swim, but he was going to clearly land on that boat. Like, you would think they'd kind of push aside the geometry or something, but hey, whatever. So, in case you don't get it by now, the cutscenes are really just a facilitator to the action. Like, they take...
Clearly, and, you know, whatever. Evil man wants to steal your chi.
It did steal my chi.
Well,
he blocked it. Anyway.
Yeah, well, he tried to, but then you escaped.
Exactly.
You escaped.